EA Sports coverage of the National Football League finds us a dozen miles east of the National Mall at the home of the Commanders here in Landover, Maryland. Three games decided, three more to come this wild card weekend. And off we go on this fine Sunday. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. And he'll get ahead for about 3 on the first play from scrimmage. They face 2nd down and 7. To throw is McCarthy. Oh, no chance to get rid of that one. Under a heavy rush, he goes down.
Well, here early on, if this pass rush continues to get home at this rate, this is going to be a long day for this offense. They're going to have to put some extra guys in there, mix in some play action. Keep this pass rush off balance.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
This returnable from inside his own 40. And it's a good solid return as he takes it back up near midfield. Now the return man is a bit slow getting up after that kick. Medical staff going to take a look, see if he can continue here in this wild card round. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
Let's go. 70 Timberwolves, tracking 60. Check smash, check smash.
They'll run with the rookie, drafted in the 3rd round. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8.
Here we go.
Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. First grab of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He picks up the 1st down with that one. Slot receiver Headed right.
Go.
Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5.
Set up. Set go.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need.
And he's in! Luke McCaffrey! Touchdown, Commanders!
That's just too easy. At this level, Mike, you give an NFL quarterback that much time to find a receiver that open, it's just going to be pitch and catch and result in an easy 6. So they got to tighten up their coverage. They got to do a better job accounting for all these receivers, because if they have guys running that free the rest of this game, they're going to light up the scoreboard.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Here's the first carry for the power back, Dameon Pierce. Not much there, maybe a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now McCarthy. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. Down the right sideline. Wow, out of bounds. Inside the 10. It's 1st and goal. A big play for Minnesota. That gains an even 60 yards. Ball resting on the 9. 1st down and goal. Here's a run.
Penetration is the key to run defense. Stop the running back before he has a chance to get started. That's exactly how it played out here.
Going in the wrong direction. Now 2nd and goal from the 12. Setting up to throw is McCarthy. A short one taken by Hawkinson. Nice run here on 2nd down inside the 5 with more options now available for 3rd and goal.
The drag route. We used to say this is day 1 install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
In motion, it's Jefferson. They'll look to throw for it with McCarthy. And he's going to be stopped. He gets 2 down to the 2-yard line. But now it's 4th down.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you know what that tells you, Mike? The decision to go for it on 4th down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this 4th down.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Vikings are on the board. It's 7-3.
You know, I think it's safe to say here, Mike, as this offense leaves the field, they wanted to stay out there and go for it. But I think in this case, The coach is playing the long game. He understands that these 3 points now can end up being very valuable as this game moves along.
Oh, he's got room past the 30. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. First and 10.
Set. Unlock line. Unlock line.
The drive will start on the ground. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
On third down, they'll throw with Daniels. Open man, right side. He's got it. His first catch of the wild card game, and good for a first down.
Go.
They'll run it on the inside handoff. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll stick with him again. There he goes, inside the 30. And they'll finally run him down, but not before he takes it inside the 15.
Explosive plays. Teams understand just how valuable they are in regards to the ability to score points. Typically, they come through the air, Mike. In this case, they got it on the ground. Now they find themselves inside the red zone.
And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So after one, here on Super One. Tight end going in motion here. Daniels to throw on second down. Off he goes. So a much more difficult scenario now. It is 3rd and 10.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Warriors 70.
From the shotgun on 3rd down, Daniels. That is caught back corner of the end zone. Luke McCaffrey. Touchdown, Washington. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. Slides extra point, up and good. And the Commanders extend their advantage to 14-3. Following the touchdown, here's Slide to kick it away. And this one is fielded in the end zone. Will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman, sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. McCarthy. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
It is 3rd and 10. Here's McCarthy. And he tried to fit in the slant, and it was intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Those simple routes over the middle, Mike. Well, to the quarterback, they're not always so simple. I'll tell you why. There's a lot of bodies in the middle of the field. There's a lot of traffic. Those windows are hard to navigate the ball through safely. So what happens? Well, you saw it there. It's a prime area for throws to be intercepted.
To throw is Daniels on 1st and 10. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
So often we see when those balls get deflected up into the air, they usually turn into interceptions. I think the offense dodged a bullet here, and they're fortunate there was nobody in the area to come down with that pick.
On 2nd down, it's Daniels. This one complete right side. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice 1st down pickup. When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
Go.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And some good blocking. Springing it. A gain of 9 as we get to 3rd down.
A gain of 9 brings up
60 by 6, 60 by 6. 18, Pioneer. Check go.
Try to pick this one up on the ground. And the Commanders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 3. Here's Daniels. They'll try to set up the screen here. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Commanders. Out comes Slide for the extra point. He's got it. And the Commanders move out to a 21-3 advantage. Following the touchdown, here's Slide to kick it away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
No check. Alert. Three.
Now give on the ground. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 3 to go.
Here we go. Back to 60. 60 Bobcat.
In motion, it's Jefferson. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
So they're trying to get the ball out of the hand of the quarterback. That's the best way to slow down any good pass rush, but the accuracy and the run after catch is a critical part of the play. So when this ball is not thrown out in front, what they call the front shoulder pad throw, it makes it really hard for this slant route to get completed, and the ball's thrown so far behind it.
And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
A fair catch taken here, and it's going to come right at the 15-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
Ready, set. Hawk 70. Panther 11. Trap 60. Set, go. Ready.
They'll go with a counter on 1st down. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. 2nd down and 8.
Bronco swing. Hunt.
They'll run. He'll try the left side now. Up the sideline to the 40. And he will have this at midfield. Forced out of bounds there. A big play there for Washington. 32 yards.
Let's go.
Right back to him on 1st down. And they're going to get him down this time. Not as easy as the last carry. This time they drop him behind the line of scrimmage. 2nd down. Throwing is Daniels. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
And that is incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds.
At their own 23-yard line.
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Off the bootleg, it's McCarthy. Now a ball deep, middle of the field. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And these are the types of plays they envisioned when they invested a first-round pick on this defensive back just a few months ago. I mean, he's entered the league, Mike, with a reputation for having almost offensive wide receiver type ball skills. And those ball skills were certainly on full display that time.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
Ready? Hut, hut.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
7 Pirates. Let's go now. Ready?
Throwing on 2nd down. Daniels. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
I can tell you from firsthand experience, Mike, that is a lonely and long jog back to the huddle. I mean, you're an inch away from being the hero with a deep touchdown. Instead, you let it go through your fingertips, and you got to come back to the huddle and try again. Wow, a little change of play call here, and that's typically not what we see at this down and distance. That's typically a passing down, Mike, but they catch the defense off guard, keep the ball on the ground, and they're able to pick up enough for the 1st down.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
So instead of celebrating a touchdown, he's just heading back to his huddle trying to keep his head up as everyone kind of looks at him sideways. If that ball hits your hands at this level, you've just got to make the catch. That's what your quarterback's counting on. That's what your teammates are counting on. Frankly, that's what this entire stadium is counting on.
The Commanders will signal for the first of their timeouts. Clock stops with a little under a minute to go in their 2nd quarter. Third down, 3 to go. They're going to motion the tight end over here. 3rd and short, and it's Daniels. This is caught at the 2. And the Commanders are going to have 1st and goal coming up. They're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
They'll try to run this one in. And that big offensive line, clearing space. He's in. Touchdown, Washington. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. Still a little time. Final minute of this 1st half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. This going to be returned from right around the goal line. And they'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop.
At their own 21-yard line.
This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. What more could you ask for on 1st down? Nice run of 8, setting up 2nd and short. On play action, here's McCarthy. Looking for Jefferson deep downfield. He's got it. And he's out of bounds, but they take it to the red zone. Inside the 20. A huge play just before the half. 54 yards. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Vikings are able to put up 3 and cut into the lead.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well. You're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
Here comes a return from the end zone. They'll get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Viking 18.
They do try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
The score, Commanders 28, Vikings 6.
Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half. Who survives? Whose season continues on to next week? One half to decide it. Time for the third quarter of the NFC wildcard game. Now an opening past the 30. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. Now Daniels throwing on first and 10. Quickly, he gets it out to his right.
In a lot of offenses, Mike, these quick passes to the wide receivers really fall under the run category. Of course, they're going to go down as a forward pass, but to a lot of offensive coordinators in the league, it's a lot easier to pick up first and second down yardage on these quicks than it is to turn around and hand it off to your running back and count on blocking everybody.
And he'll have a Commander's first down. The tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
On first down, Daniels. To the tight end, and he fits it in on the corner route. And he will score! Touchdown, Commanders! Sly now for the point after. His kick is good. And the Commanders will extend this third quarter lead. Following the touchdown, here's Sly to kick it away. This placed in the back of the landing zone. He'll return it from the 1.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Here's first and 10.
Go!
And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
Doesn't matter the level of football, Mike. If they can't stop it, keep running it until they can. And I think that's what we're seeing here on this drive. Back-to-back explosive gains on the ground. I would imagine at some point the defense gives it a different look.
And he is fortunate to get past the line of scrimmage. Call it a yard at most. Jonathan Allen, the big man from the interior, with the stop. Here's a 2nd and 9. In motion, it's Jefferson. McCarthy to the air on 2nd down. He'll go right and find his running back. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
And up until this point, we haven't seen a lot go their way, but here in the 3rd quarter, they're starting to find some plays. They're starting to get some opportunities. Just got to ask yourself if it's too little, too late.
Handoff, they go left with Pierce. Not much happening there, just a short gain. On 2nd down, here's McCarthy. To the right side here, pass is caught.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. The defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
Here comes 3rd and 6.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Throwing now, it's McCarthy. He's got his man. It's Jefferson. He is in. Justin Jefferson. Touchdown, Minnesota.
We were talking during the break, Mike. We felt that this was kind of a do-or-die drive. They felt like they needed to come away with the touchdown here, and now they're showing a little life.
Yeah, a little bit of belief, don't you think? Everyone on that field knows they've been a part of a comeback before. It's a pretty big mountain, but a good way to get started here to begin this half.
Makes the score. Commanders 35, Vikings 13.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. This one's going to be taken in over the middle. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. 2nd down and 3. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll work his way for about 4 yards. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
Here we go. Cougar 19. Ready?
Has an opening past the 40. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. That pickup good for 29 yards.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
Ready?
Play action. Here's Daniels. That's going to be incomplete, and the clock will stop. Likely one more play in this third quarter.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take...
After back-to-back incompletions, they now face 3rd down and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. He'll try and get there on the ground. Good decision to take off. He gets 15 yards and a first down.
Having a quarterback with this ability to run is such an X factor in today's NFL. It's an element of their offense that you have to be prepared for on every single play. Here we see it on 3rd down. Starts out as a pass. Nowhere to go with the ball. He tucks it, turns into a runner.
And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. And that touchdown probably, Greg, ends any small hopes of a comeback on the other side.
Yeah, and I think those chances, Mike, were small to begin with, but with that last score, I think this one is pretty much over.
The kick is good.
Following the touchdown, here's Slide to kick it away. Ty Chandler now to bring it back. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Well, this has been the story of the entire game, Mike, is just how well this defense has played, particularly against the run. There has been nowhere to operate for this offense, and it continued here on this last play.
Throwing on 2nd down is McCarthy. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
Let's go now.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Go.
From the gun, here's McCarthy. He's got a receiver. It's Addison. His first catch of the wild card game, and good for a 1st down.
It's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the 4th quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. From the gun, here's a handoff. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. Second time they've hooked up on this drive. This one good for 12 and a first down. Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. Not much there. He'll get this down inside the 40. They'll come up on a second down and 8. They'll put Addison in motion. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
And for a third time today, he's intercepted. And the Commanders will have great field position right around midfield.
And that should be the final dagger in this one. I mean, barring something dramatic happening here, Mike, I just don't think there's enough time or possessions left in this game to pull off any sort of comeback.
Let's go.
His drive will start on the ground, and he'll get about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5.
Here we go, set.
They'll turn and hand this one off. Strong. And he will work this down inside the 40. That's going to be good enough to move the chains. First down.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup.
18 Cardinals, 18 Cardinals.
At the Vikings 35-yard line.
They'll stick with him again. Good running there. He's got the first down inside the 30. So it's a win here for the Commanders. They are moving on in these playoffs. They win here at home as the number 2 seed. That means right back here next weekend.